this room. And for today, we'll be interviewing one of the former seasoned heads that became a professor. So, we will be interviewing Mr. Neil Yuzon.
I'm Joseph Michael Dizon, and well, me and my group mates are here to ask you some questions about fraternity. Now, the first question will be, when you hear the word fraternity, what comes to your mind first?
Well, organizations that are not recognized by the institution, those are the fraternities.
So, more about the so-called legal fraternities.
As far as Mapua is concerned, there are no legal fraternities. They are all prohibited under the Manual of Regulations.
Oh. Well, can you give us some more information that you know about about fraternities?
I think there are only two fraternities here, but of course I could not reveal the names of the fraternities. But the only thing probably that I could say is that they are Greek letter names.
So, do you think that these fraternities are legal?
Well, as I have said, they are not legal, in the sense that they are not being recognized by the Center for Student Activities and Discipline. So to be recognized, they must reveal the officers. They must also have objectives that are in consonant with the trust of the institution.
The following questions will be asked to you by Mr. Rashad.
Good day, sir. My name is Mr. Kashan. So the question number 3 is, what do you think are the reasons why people form an organization or fraternity?
Organizations only, or fraternity in to be specific?
Fraternity.
Fraternities. The reason for putting up a fraternity, I think they just would like to expand what they have outside, because fraternities are usually formed outside. That is what I know. So they would like to expand it here. Unfortunately, they cannot do it openly.
Do you think children nowadays are exposed to these kinds of fraternities?
Yes, very well. They are very much exposed to fraternities. In fact, I believe that more than 50% of our students are being recruited to become members of fraternities. But I do not also know whether or not they would join the fraternity, knowing that it is illegal, it is not allowed, and you have the waiver. When you enrolled, you have the waiver that you will not join fraternities.
Sir, what do you think are the possible effects if those children join the illegal fraternities?
Legal or illegal?
Illegal fraternities.
Illegal fraternities. In my experience, if they will be identified as members of the fraternity, number one, their parents will be informed about it, and they could face also expulsion based on the manual of the institute.
Do you think these fraternities can be beneficial to the students like us?
Well, I think if the real essence of the fraternity will be followed, it will really help the students. But most of the time, it is not following the real essence of fraternities. It is more of possibly a gang of students, and not brotherhood or sisterhood as the real meaning.
So if that is the positive effects, how about the bad ones?
The negative effects, probably the involvement of some of the students in trouble, because once you become a member of the fraternity, you are in a way obliged to help your co-member, you call it brothers, So when they are in trouble, you have to help them. It's a problem. And most of the time, they have the courage to initiate troubles because they know that there are people who are behind them who will help them.
So thank you, sir. The following questions will be asked by Ms.
Hi, sir, and Miss Gabrielle.
Hi.
So we all know that you are a former head of the season. So being a former head of the season, can you cite some examples or situations that involve fraternities here in Mapua?
Well, I could remember the fighting, of the members. Fighting inside. There were incidents that some members fought inside the campus, and there were reports that they were also fighting outside several times.
So, sir, what are your movements when the case came?
I tried to inform the parents of the students, but unfortunately they did not believe in me that their children are members of the fraternity, or they must just be hiding something. They know that their children might be expelled from the school. That is why they do not also want to admit. But I believe that deep inside them, they have the idea that probably my information are really correct.
So, sir, what are the worst cases in the school involving the fraternities?
So far, they do not really, much of the troubles that they created were not were not made here in the campus. Most of the time it is outside. So it's very difficult for us to identify the members who are involved, and also identify the places where the troubles happened. And of course there were also reports that there were hazings that are also being perpetrated by the members, but we weren't able to prove that because this all happened outside.
So, sir, do you think there are some students here that are really joined the fraternities?
Yes, very much. I think, especially the higher years, and they would target the freshmen to be recruited as members, but most of them are already in the higher years.
So, sir, during your CSAT days, do you encountered some problems or whatsoever involving the fraternities?
Yes, a lot of problems when it comes to fraternities because they are, as I have that, they are not recognized. I have even been threatened that they will file a case against me, and many more, but nothing really happened. They just keep on threatening,
So,
probably
sir,
to stop me.
So, sir, this case is really stress to you.
Yes, a lot of stresses. That is why when I am not anymore in the CSAD, probably lesser stress.
Sir, thank you for answering our questions.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you for the
Okay,
time,
welcome.
sir.
Good afternoon, Professor Yusuf. Today, I'm about to interview him about organizations and fraternities. So, my first question, Professor Yusuf, is, as a former head of CSAD, what do you think are some things that can help improve an organization?
Probably the students should be oriented on the benefits of the students' organization so that they will join and actively participate in the organizations that they belong.
So, what do you think are the factors that can help improve an organization like this, for example, this school? What are the factors that can make it into a good organization?
Well, the organization must be able to help the individual members in performing better in the academic requirements.
So my last question is, can you give us some tips for choosing the right organization so that we can help improve ourselves and society?
Well, I think the best thing is you have to identify what is your interest first, and then try to locate or identify an organization that will satisfy your needs in school.
So, how do we know that if the organization or fraternities that we are about to join is not beneficial to us? For example, it can affect our lives negatively.
Well, I think if the organization is hiding itself from the authorities of the school, they may not be a good organization. So it must be something that I think the tip that I could give to the student is they should verify from the CSAD whether a particular organization is recognized or not.
Thank you, and that's all for my interview.
We all know what are the good and the bad effects of joining a fraternity. We all know what are the good and the bad benefits of joining one. So if you have questions in doubt, don't worry to ask. Asking is not bad. So we are Group 2, and we all want to say a blessed morning to everyone. Thank you for watching our presentation.